young man calls his parents just after midnight. He says he's stuck in a ditch, nothing unusual. They talk for nearly 50 minutes. Then, a shout, a curse, and the line goes dead. No one has seen Brandon Swanson since. This is one of the most baffling, unsolved vanishings in modern American history. Welcome back to Slightly Warped, where we explore the most mysterious and unsolved cases from around the world. Today, we dive into the disappearance of Brandon Swanson, a case that continues to torment investigators and haunt the hearts of those left behind. If you enjoy mysteries like this, hit subscribe and leave a theory in the comments. Section 1. Who was Brandon? Brandon Victor Swanson was 19 years old in 2008, a smart, independent guy from Marshall, Minnesota. He was studying wind energy at Minnesota West Community and Technical College. No history of trouble, no known enemies, just a regular college student with a plan for the future. On May 13, 2008, Brandon was wrapping up the end of the school year. He attended a small get-together in Canby, about 30 miles from his hometown. Friends say he wasn't drunk, just celebrating. He left around midnight to drive home, a trip that should have taken about 30 minutes. Around 1:54 a.m., Brandon called his parents. He said he'd driven his Chevy Lumina into a ditch near the town of Lind about halfway home. He wasn't hurt, the car wasn't damaged, he just needed a ride. His parents, Brian and Annette, got in their car and drove to where Brandon said he was, near Lind. But when they arrived, he wasn't there. They flashed their headlights. He said he couldn't see them. They honked. Nothing. For nearly 47 minutes, Brandon stayed on the phone, calm and clear-headed. He told his parents he was walking toward lights he believed were in Lind. He was sure he knew where he was. Brandon interrupted himself mid-sentence. He yelled, "Oh, ah!" And the call disconnected. They tried calling back, dozens of times. No answer. His parents searched the roads all night. When Brandon didn't return home by morning, they reported him missing. Police didn't take it seriously at first. He was 19, maybe just ran off. But the Swansons knew their son, and they pressed for action. The next day, authorities traced the last known location of his phone. It wasn't near Lind like Brandon had believed. It was actually 20 miles away, near the small town of Taunton, in a completely different direction. His car was found off a gravel road in a field, doors unlocked, no damage. It wasn't stuck, just parked, oddly. Ground searches began. Police, dogs, volunteers. Cadaver dogs picked up a scent leading to the Yellow Medicine River, and then lost it. The river was searched. Divers combed it, but no sign of Brandon, not a shoe, not a wallet, nothing. So what could have happened in those last few seconds of that phone call? Some believe he fell into the river, maybe tripped in the dark and drowned. But wouldn't something have turned up by now? Could someone have been following him? Did he stumble into a remote property or encounter someone who didn't want visitors? Brandon may have suffered an injury or hypothermia, wandered farther than anyone expected, but that still doesn't explain the total lack of evidence. Some internet sleuths wonder, could Brandon have wanted to vanish? But friends and family say he had no reason to disappear. The most baffling part is this. Brandon was coherent, calm. He had full phone signal, and he genuinely believed he knew where he was, but he was nearly 25 miles off. 15 years later, Brandon Swanson is still missing. His parents never stopped searching. In fact, they were instrumental in passing Brandon's Law in Minnesota, which requires police to begin immediate investigations when adults go missing under suspicious circumstances. But despite all the search efforts, theories, and hope, there is no closure. Brandon simply vanished, mid-call, mid-sentence, into the night. What do you think happened that night? Did Brandon fall into the river? Was someone else out there? Or is the answer something no one's even considered yet? Drop your theory in the comments. You never know what detail might spark a new idea. And if you want more true crime mysteries like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell.